Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say all praises go to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekak Kodash. Giving all praises to the great Ali Shai of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth and of the spirits of heaven and earth. Also giving all praises and love to his only begotten Son, Yahushai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, my Redeemer, my Comforter, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become his Father's royal right arm, my Redeemer, my Comfort, and my salvation, and the only one that plead his blood over Israel, the only nation, granted for its salvation. Those are true names of the Heavenly Father. Shalom. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai. Giving much respect to double honors to the high prophets of Great Millstone, who revealed to us this wisdom and knowledge and truth to get us to go back to Yahweh and to get us prepared for these dark times and these tribulations. Giving much respect to the Akim, the men that may not be from Great Millstone, but they still do the work. They go to the highways and byways. They do the work at home. They attend the classes and they listen to the prophets. Shalom to those brothers. Shalom to the sisters that are in the word. And regardless if the aqua, regardless if you got a man or not, you still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you listen and you learn in silence out of respect for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai. You listen and you learn in silence. Nothing wrong with that. Coming back at you with another episode through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai. Amen. And this one is about pretty deep, pretty scary, but it's always, you got to have self-preparation. This one is about the trials and tribulations that you're about to go through, followed by the WW3, the third woe, and followed up with the mark of the beast and fighting the devil himself and his allegiances and, being tested by Yahweh all together. Hopefully we found worthy to pass when we being tried like gold in the fire. And those of us that, hope and pray and endure, that we are able to pass, because you got some pretty bad times that are ahead of us, and it's kind of like not hard to really see. But you got to be constantly preparing yourself. You got to be constantly in the word. You got to be constantly in prayer, So, it's a lot of things that's going down, followed by the mark of the beast. I really want to go and re-innovate on that, because that one is powerful. I just finished watching a movie, that has some sort of evidence pertaining to, the mark of the beast and the dark tribulation that we all are about to go through. You got to make sure that you're prepared to be, Yahweh teaches you to be prepared to make sacrifices, quick thinking, rationalizing, prepared to die and prepared to do battle. Those are like very, critical, It says, right here, Revelation chapter 19, verse 17, it says, King of Kings, it says, then I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, all the birds that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather together for the supper of Yahweh. And these birds, and they can represent the different nations, and the sun is that known knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And it's talking about war. So it says that you may eat the flesh of the kings, of captains. Those birds could be talking about the chariots. It says that you may eat the flesh of the flesh of kings, the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, the flesh of horses and those who sit on them, and the flesh of all people, free, slave, both small and great. So, those are the chariots that God is going to call and they're going to give the order to destroy all living things prior to the great and terrible and nuclear day. So the tribulation, the trials and tribulation is not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. This is something that the prophets and those of us that follow, we not only make these records for this very purpose, but we are personally preparing ourselves for this day, because we got to live through it too. And you got to be able to fight this type of darkness that's headed our way, because it's going to hit you mentally, physically, spiritually, on all bounds. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have the Bible, and this wisdom, knowledge, understanding from Yahweh to understand what's going on. Otherwise, you won't be able to explain the things that you've seen, the things that you will endure. You know what I'm saying? The certain things that'll happen to you. Atrocities and calamities that you'll see with your very eyes that are, untold horrors that the trials and tribute that the book of Revelation is talking about. And, it's just to get you to prepare, and be ready to take these tests. And when certain things are, because a lot of things will be taken away, even from those, the chosen, even from the children of Yahweh, a lot of things will be taken away from us, like family. You know what I'm saying? You'll see friends being killed. You won't have nowhere to stay. You'll be always on the run. You'll be constantly in battle. You know what I'm saying? You'll be hiding out most of the time. But, we got we got to be able to choose. You know what I'm saying? So what's more important? Living in this world and having cars, money, clothes, and your family, and you don't mind your oppressor ruling over you, and you follow the dictates of the white man. Or we can get even more base with it, your family, you know what I'm saying, your livelihood, you know what I'm saying, trying to protect your friends and the people that you love. Or you're going to be able to protect the word and preserve the words of Yahweh. Like if you this is a perfect example, because a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to point to will be more, they'll take more of an impact on a person, especially when they losing like family and like friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be able to they have to be able to be strong enough to make those choices. You know what I'm saying? And don't think that the Most High does not require sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Especially during the times that are coming. He requires these things. We understand it through the book of Job. His livelihood was taken. His woman was taken. His children was killed. He was attacked with diseases and boils. You know what I'm saying? People questioned him about his faith. People ignored him. People left him. But, he never broke, and he realized that the word was the most important thing of all. So, you know what I'm saying? That Yahweh is the most important thing of all. And at the end of Job's story, he got everything back. And then plus more, and he lived longer, to the point to where he was so happy and so joyous that he loved Yahweh. And he, even though he lost his family and all that, he forgot about all that, and he was happy with his new family, happy with his new wife, and rejoiced in that, and forgot about all that pain and all that suffering. So the whole goal is that you got to be prepared, summed up in all the same word, for sacrifice, to give. You know what I'm saying, for your how about Shem outside, even if it's your own life, So it's not like those of us that believe in Yahweh is not telling you that it's not going to be good. It's really not. It's going to be dark. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very dramatic. But those of us that got the word, you know what I'm saying? Those of us that Yahweh has told the word and the holy names, you got to have the basics. First, you got to have faith and first you got to have the holy name, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the name Yahushai. Second, you got to have faith. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe that everything that God told you was true. You know what I'm saying? And the third one, you know what I'm saying? You got to just be ready to, make sacrifices and do the things that you got to do that's pleasing in the eyes of the Lord. So that is very important. That's something that I think about every day. That's something that the brothers of Great Millstone think about every day. That's something that the other men, the Akim and Aqua, follow. You know, like if you understand these things, you know what I'm saying? Like the Most High say, either choose me or this world. Very, 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 very powerful. You know what I'm saying? And making the choice, you know what I'm saying? You can choose it, but you got to be able to walk that life. You got to be able to walk and to take action in what you do and prepare for the consequences and the things that are coming ahead. Because a lot of people are going to lose their family. They're going to lose their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Children is going to be killed. You know what I'm saying? Women going to be taken away. You know? Your money's gone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to have nowhere to stay. You're constantly fighting. You know? So a lot of us that's in the word, some of us are gonna renounce the word. Some of us is gonna break our faith. Let's get real. And you know, and renounce God. Like, you know, I can't do this. There's no way that God would do something this horrible, that do something this powerful to the effect. You know, even if I worshipped him, you know what I'm saying, and I protected him, no, I loved him, you know what I'm saying, and he just still took my family away. No, no, no. That's what you got to be prepared for. You have to be prepared for these things. This is what we signed up for. You know, some of them, on the contrary, then some of them will get away with some certain possessions and certain things. But, you know, ultimately, that's because they was prepared to give it up. You know, what is forward is backwards. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you know what I'm saying, is not real. You know what I'm saying? And everything that God teaches you is real. So, you know, you got to understand that he that finds his life will lose it. He that loses his life shall find it. Everything is backwards. You got to be prepared to give something, you know what I'm saying, in order to receive from the Most High. You got to realize that the things that you've gained in this world, you know what I'm saying, the love and these different emotions and these different opportunities at jobs and, you know, the beautiful women, you know, if you make matters worse, you got children, you know, your houses, your homes, all that was never free. It was never free. All of it came with a price. You know what I'm saying? And the day is coming. These days are coming to where you gotta pay. You know, even the children. Well, actually, no. A lot of us do have common sense. You know what I'm saying? And I take example from Great Millstone. You know, I take my examples from mostly Apostle Tahar. One of the smartest ones, one of the greatest prophets. You know, they think I consider him Apostle Paul too, in the flesh. You know, and he's very powerful. He's very smart. You know, and the one thing that he did was cut all ties to his family. That's one thing that he did. You know what I'm saying? He got rid of his sister. He got rid of his granny. He got rid of his mom. He doesn't have any kids. I think most likely he got rid of his wife too. You know what I'm saying? Another example too is the brother Maccabees. You know what I'm saying? Maccabees, servant of Yahweh Shai. He not from Great Millstone, but he follows them too. You know what I'm saying? But he's a very powerful prophet. You know, and he gave it all up too. Even his home. You know, his family. You know, he loved his kids. He loved his wife. You know, he gave up he probably still got a job because you got to work in this place, but he gave it all up. He don't have no, I'm going to be real, he don't have no place to stay. He don't have nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? He probably Most High put it on his heart to find a place to stay, but overall, he didn't have nothing. He prepared himself because he knows that the times are going to be so bad. You know what I'm saying? The calamity that's coming is going to be so great. You're better off without nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, that's going to become your greatest treasure and the light within the darkness. You know, like me, you know, but I got ties. You know, everybody is different. You know, I got family that I got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I have nephews. You know, I got my sister. You know, I got my mom. I got my brother. You know what I'm saying? Not much to worry about, but they still connected to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know, but they believe. You know what I'm saying? In Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but they have to trust God as well. The same thing goes for them too. You know, the same thing goes for them too. If I'm slacking or I'm in some sort of shootout to where I can't escape and I tell them to leave, they got to be prepared to leave me behind. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I end up dying and they got to be prepared to go forward without me. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all about survival. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all about who's who has the most faith, because Yahweh is going to test us from all angles, every single angle that you can believe that's probably beyond your what you call possibility. You're not going to believe it's going to be, you're going to be tested, you know. So that is the whole point of what I'm trying to get at, and what's very important, you know what I'm saying. But overall, you know, for me, if I had to leave them behind, if the Most High put me in that choice, you know what I'm saying, to where I had to leave them behind, I gotta leave them behind. You know, no matter how bad it hurts, no matter how, you know what I'm saying, of a coward I feel, Yahweh said it doesn't matter. If I took your family, if I took your livelihood, if I took, you know what I'm saying, your money, your cars, your clothes, everything that you know it, would you still love me? You know what I'm saying? That's the that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the book of Job can explain it no greater. It's the truth. You know, that is what it is. And a lot of people would disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that all things come from Yahweh. I'll show everything. So what he takes away, he'll give back. So like the prophet Tahar, a great millstone, say, a prophet is a lonely man. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are already in progress, you know what I'm saying, disconnecting from the world completely. You know, like I said, I wanted to be a tattoo man, but did I pursue it? No, I gave it up. You know what I'm saying? I finally, in my heart, I let it go. You know what I'm saying? It's not important, you know. The thing is, you know what I'm saying, that nothing that you're doing even matters. We're only doing it to serve our punishment and to live in this captivity, in this white man's kingdom. This is a hellish environment. This is the truth about it. You know, you got to be strong to accept it or not. You know, there's two ways you can go. I accept it. You know, that's all of, you know, like a soldier in the army. You might have bonds with friends and family. You know what I'm saying? You got friends in the army. You got people waiting on you to come home until you go to war. And then you realize that you might not come back. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be prepared to sacrifice all of that. You know, you got to understand what you're signing up for. You got to understand what you're about to do. You know, and you be thinking it's all fun and games and turn-ups and parties until you figure out that your position is on the front line. You know what I'm saying? And you got to go and fight for whatever purpose or whatever reason these people got you fighting for. And you might not make it out of it. You might not come back. You sacrificed all of that. You know, you got to be prepared to make that ultimatum, like, fuck it, I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? I might not make it, so I might as well just, you know, go all out and accept that, you know. And there's a lot of people that don't realize that. So, you know, it's always good to check personally, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that some brothers are prepared. Me, I'm processing, and no, I'm in preparation. I'm preparing myself, mind, body, and spirit for these events. You know, Yahweh willing, I make it to that point, you know what I'm saying? But overall, you know what I'm saying, the Most High say, definitely, no, Yahweh willing. I'm going to say Yahweh willing because I don't know. But, you know, I pray that I make it that far. I pray that I get that far, you know what I'm saying? And I'm prepared to do anything to stay in Yahweh's good gracious, and you should too. That's the truth about it. It's a part of the great design, the great game, you know what I'm saying, that Yahweh has for the children of Israel, the true test, you know. So, very powerful. Sorry for the long rant, but that, you know, like overall, you got to make sure to prepare yourself for what is coming, you know. So it says, and I saw the beast, the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him who sat on the horse and against his army, because that's what the white man is going to do. Now, I've noticed in every fucking movie, you know what I'm saying, and every fucking, you know, every biblical movie, you know what I'm saying, every single movie, certain movies and genres that got something to do with the Bible, you know what I'm saying, it's always a white man that plays the devil. Well, bingo, they try to give you some insight and tell you exactly who they are, you know. It's devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying, what's that? The Gospel of Jesus Christ, the Passion of the Christ. He was a white man, a pale ass white man. You know what I'm saying? What's another good movie? What is that movie? We got that. A Constantine. You know what I'm saying? What's another movie where the white man is the devil? I forgot, but overall, you got a lot of examples of the devil being the white man. It's not just some angel. You know what I'm saying? It's not Satan the angel. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a man. And they give you indications, and Esau give you indications and pinpoints of exactly who he is. You just gotta have that spiritual mindset to see it, to understand it. So it says, then the beast was captured, and him with the false prophet who worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. These two were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. And the rest were killed with the sword which proceeded from the mouth of him who sat on the horse. And all the birds were filled with their flesh. So that is talking about, the great and terrible nuclear day. And, a lot of our people are going to be left behind. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people that was talking and just lost, you know what I'm saying? And they had a chance to receive the word. They had a chance to believe, but they chose to be lost. They chose to believe in the ideologies of the world, so they're going to have to suffer with the world. And when the nuclear bombs go off, those of them that take that mark, because they will take the mark, it won't be no surprise. It'll just be at the amaze, like, damn, like, we knew it was going to happen, like, but this is real time. Like, the feeling, is going to be very, very real. You're going to be seeing a lot of people lining up to take some sort of mark, you know what I'm saying, chip, you know what I'm saying, to take that, you know what I'm saying, so they can be able to live their livelihood, but not knowing that, they chose death, they chose destruction. They're going to be here during the nuclear day. And when these chariots and these angels come back, and Yahweh Shai come and tread the wine press, Yahweh will and I'll be on them chariots. You know what I'm saying? The people that didn't believe or didn't give God a chance, they're going to be destroyed. And then these people are so stupid. Our people, the majority of the, Negroes, Mexicans, and Indians, and 2/3, they so stupid, they so foolish that they'll believe at the last minute. They want to see all kinds of proof. You know what I'm saying? They want to see angels flying about. You know what I'm saying? They want to see, the giants. They want to see Yahweh Shai. They want to see it, and for their eyes, instead of considering the things that Yahweh made, considering the mark of the beast, consider the nuclear. Well, actually, no, they want to see the nuclear day too. They keep doubting it, like these nuclear bombs don't exist for no fucking reason. Like that is a critical clue. You know what I'm saying, to the end of days, is the nuclear bombs that the nations made. They are very real. They're not fake. They're meant to destroy continents. They're meant to destroy civilizations. You know what I'm saying? They're meant to end life. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the motherfucker is gonna blow up and then and the poof of the nuclear waste, everything just improve and shit. Everything just, things are growing, things are replenishing. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? It's meant to destroy all of that. It's the end. It's a wrap. This is why the nuclear event was created. You know what I'm saying? So people that be sitting up there, lying and saying if and but this and that. Either you're afraid or you just were evil. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High say, I got something to do. I got something for y'all that don't want to repent and don't want to come back. Y'all gonna have to see this day for yourself. We'll be seeing the day. Some of us are probably dead or on the chariots. But ultimately, most of us will come back on the chariots if we do die. And those of them that survive, you know what I'm saying, they'll be seeing it from the chariots, and we won't have to be a part of it. We'll be watching it. We'll be on the side of Yahweh rather than on the side of the white man and the way he made the world and his dictatorships and all that. Because all of it is about to get blown to bits. It's about to pass away. You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for this. And I always tell people, don't nobody want to see no nuclear event. I don't want to be here to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it, but I don't want to be on the ground when this shit happens. Literally. The only way out of this earth is up. And if you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai dwelling within you, you probably won't even have a chance. No, you won't even have no chance. So it's just, this video is just to reinnovate and to know, you know what I'm saying, what is about to happen and to be ready for what's coming. You got to be ready, So it says, then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, having the key to the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. He laid hold of the dragon, the serpent of old, who is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. How he gonna be the devil and Satan? Because Satan is an angelic name. The devil means adversary. So I like how they snuck that in. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and bound him for 1,000 years. That's the 1,000-year reign of the Byzantine Empire, when the Israelites had gained allegiance, had gained power over Europe, but they had power all over the world, and they had there was a time where the white man went back into slavery for 1,000 years under the foot of Jacob, the Israelites. And so these are different scenes, And he cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal on him, so that he should deceive the nations no more until the 1,000 years were finished. But after these things, he must be released for a little while. So right now we at a time to where the white man is, panicking and scrambling, because after the nuclear event and after he do all his damage and Yahweh Shai come and he, overkill these motherfuckers, that's what's going to happen. When they reincarnate into the kingdom, when the white man come back into the kingdom, he gonna go back into slavery. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna be funny, because they're gonna look back on it, their history. They're gonna look back on the things that they've done, and they're gonna realize how short and how fast it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it didn't take that long. You know what I'm saying? It was it happened very quickly, and to our surprise, that it didn't take. It's just the speed and the timing of it. So I just wanted to read a couple of Bible precepts that's concerning the things to come, and for you to prepare yourself for what's about to happen, It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat on them, and judgment was committed to them. Then I saw the souls of those who have been beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of Yahweh, who have not worshipped the beast or his image, and had not received his mark on their foreheads and on their heads. Because there's going to be a lot of us that die for the word. We rather die and go to paradise than, you know what I'm saying, sit here on the world and take this mark, knowing that we turning our back on Yahweh. And Yahweh said, anybody who take the mark, anybody who worships the beast, they will be here for sure for the nuclear day. So, got to make that choice, and I choose to be with the Lord. I choose to be with Yahweh. I choose not this world. I choose to go against it and fight it with all my might. You know what I'm saying? I'll choose death. I'm afraid, but this is the choices that you got to make. You got to cast aside all those emotions and cast aside all those things and see what's truly important. And that's just what it is. I do the best I can to explain. I got to work on my platform, but at the end of the day, all these videos are not made for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit around and just, play and lollygag and show you different videos of, me playing video games for hours, or talking about worthless celebrities, or talking about fake history, or talking about stupid animals. I mean, animals aren't stupid. I'm just saying, talking about animals, making reels, me doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Going out to go put my life on record, going out to go party. You know what I'm saying? Got so many friends on fucking Facebook and Instagram and, and Snapchat and, TikTok, all these things. When you see my YouTube, catalog, and the shit that I've done and the shit that I've seen and I've caught on camera, I've seen the miracles of how I've seen what the Lord can do. So I don't question it. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt it. I accept it. And I know it is to be real. You know what I'm saying? So, you personally believe. You got to make sure that you personally believe. I'm personally preparing myself for the things that are coming. You have to personally do the same, and you got to understand that Yahweh does love us. All He wants us to do to come home. But you got to understand that we're being punished, and we're slowly but surely coming out of our punishment. But when we reach the end of it, it's going to be at its max. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible does say, like a woman in travail with a child. When the child is when she's giving birth to the child, she at her climax, her max pain, and at the same time she's at the end of the pain. You know, when the child is born, you know what I'm saying, no more pain, you know, the child is there and the pain is gone, you know what I'm saying, because it starts small, and at the end when she gave birth it's big pain, you know, so big to where it could kill her, you know. But you know, 9 times out of 10 the baby will be born, she'll survive, and the child will be there, and there'll be no more pain. So it's just like that, you know. So, you know, I just had to make a quick one, you know, and I'll post this one too as well. But, you know, most importantly, get prepared for these trials and tribulations. Make sure that you're personally ready, and that you'll do anything, and anything Yahweh tells you, you know what I'm saying, that you'll be able to do everything that he asks, and he's asking you for a reason. These are instructions and getting you prepared for the things that are happening. And he, 9 times out of 10, Yahweh willing, we're the chosen, you know what I'm saying? Those of us that crying out to Yahweh, you know who you are. Those of us that, you know, we know what we saw, you know, because some of us have seen miracles for ourselves. We've seen the shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's no talking. Mine's is on record. I got mine's on there. So there's no lie, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and reject God. I'm not going to sit here and turn my back after the shit that I've saw during my lifetime. I have seen certain miracles. I've seen things that was just mysterious, but I knew that Yahweh was behind it. I just didn't know his name. You know, I would call him God and Jesus Christ, you know, just living in a lie until the Most High saw my persistence of me not giving up. Because you get to a point, especially Jacob, you know what I'm saying, especially Jacob, the children of Israel, you get to a point to where your oppression is so bad, your state of living is so horrible, the shit that you're going through is just so terrible that at some point, you're supposed to question God. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you're supposed to want to know why you're in the predicament that you're in, because a lot of us, a great majority of the ones that repented and returned are poor. You know what I'm saying? We don't have much. You know, we don't have everything. We don't have, you know what I'm saying, the things that we want. We not always joyous. You know what I'm saying? We not always happy. You know, we don't have necessary things. We're doing the best we can to keep what we've got. You know, we're barely, you know, making it. Putting ends meters on the table is the best thing that we can do. You know, and sadly, the more we progress and think we're improving, the darker it becomes. So, you know, at some point, when you're by yourself, you're in darkness, you're alone, you're seeing so much despair and so much depravity and so many things that are happening to where they're difficult to explain from situation to situation, whether you lost your job, you know, you're seeing people around drugs around you, you won't stop doing drugs, you're living in sorrow, you know what I'm saying, you want certain things, you can't have it, and you don't have friends, you don't have family, support to your family is divided. Sorry to get a little personal, but, you know, use that as a prime fucking example. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is full of different ideologies. Nobody will come together. You know, you begin to question that, like, okay, so who is, where is God? You know what I'm saying? In the time of my calamity, I realized that when I found Yahweh, that nothing else even fucking mattered. It never even mattered. Me trying to gain my family back, you know, me trying to, you know, have friends, you know, trying to have multiple jobs, trying to have money, trying to get rich. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be rich. But I realized how much none of it mattered. And what really mattered was Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? I got the greatest treasure of all. And when I realized what it was, you know what I'm saying, I decided to keep it. You know, when I lose everything, I know that, you know, Yahweh won't leave me. God will stay with me, and he'll be with me even in the darkest of times, which is about to come. These trials and tribulations, Jacob's trouble, you know, this is what you keep, this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and knowing that Yahweh loves you, and he gave you all the secrets to the world. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the truth. He gave you everything. Everything that you thought that was complicated was actually pretty simple, you know, and he got people and angels around you to provide you with the information and the tools that you need to survive. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't survive, you still got if you died with the treasure, you know. Death can be quick, you know what I'm saying? The Most High can make it quick, so, you know, it might be kind of painful, but it only lasts like 3 to 4 minutes, you know. The worst death right now that they keep talking about is starvation. You know what I'm saying? So if you happen to find yourself getting shot up, or, you know what I'm saying, or caught in an explosion, you know, at least your death was quick and you didn't have to go out like a lot of other people that don't believe are going out. You know what I'm saying? And if you did go out like that, then, you know, you did, you know, but you still had a strong spirit and you kept, you know, the Most High to the end. And, you know, that's what it is, because we know that beyond this life is paradise. You know what I'm saying? We know, you know, and you got to have faith and you got to have understanding. And sometimes you might not get miracles. You know what I'm saying? Like certain of us did, you know. I want to vouch for it. I've seen a miracle and I believe I caught it on camera and I shared it with everybody else. It's on my YouTube files. You can always go and check and look back. But, you know, people, sometimes even miracles don't even get people's attention. You know, that's not enough to make them change because they saw a chariot of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, or they seen an angel step before them and tell them that Yahweh is real. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough. You know, they required more, they required more, they required more, you know, and, you know, for those kind of people, that's stupid. But overall, you know, it's on to the next video. Calling you how about Shem Yahshai, the name Yahshai. Shalom to you guys. You know, be ready, because when it does happen, you had all the time to prepare. That's just what it is. Ready for them trials and tribulations. Be prepared to make sacrifices. And when all these things are taken from you, you know what I'm saying, you know who did it. You know what I'm saying? You know that the Most High did it for a reason and did it to help you. You know, you like, all of us is like fat people. You know what I'm saying? The Most High got us working out and losing all them calories and all them pounds. You might be mad that you got to work out. You might be kind of upset. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it's for your benefit, you know, and that's what it is. Shalom.